Hey, you, yes! Have you ever felt like someone was twisting your reality, making you question your own thoughts and actions? Maybe you're even wondering why you clicked on this video? Well, stay with me till the end, and I promise you'll see how everything we're talking about applies to more than just theory. You might even feel it happening to you as we go along, but trust me, this will all make sense. Let me ask, how many times have you left a conversation feeling like the bad guy, even though you didn't do anything wrong? Or maybe you felt guilty for standing up for yourself when someone twisted your words around. You might have thought, is it just me? It's not. In fact, by the end of this video, you'll have something incredibly valuable, knowledge that will give you the upper hand in situations like these. You'll finally understand how to protect yourself from it. Narcissism isn't just about taking selfies or loving to talk about yourself, it's deeper than that. A narcissist believes they're more important than everyone else. They crave constant attention, and worst of all, they don't really care about your feelings. Sound familiar? Maybe you've experienced this with someone before? Or maybe you're feeling it now. Here's the thing. It's hard to see this kind of manipulation when you're right in the middle of it. But I'm here to help you spot it so you never get trapped in it again. Stay with me, and by the end of this video you'll know exactly how these behaviors work and how to stop them from affecting you. Let's talk about something you might have gone through without realizing it, the narcissistic abuse cycle. It goes like this. 1. Idealization. Narcissists start by making you feel special, like you're the most important person they've ever met. They shower you with compliments and you start to feel like they get you. It feels good, right? Just like how you're feeling right now, engaged, connected, curious. 2. Devaluation. Once they've got your trust, they start picking at you. Little criticisms here and there, subtle doubts planted in your mind. It's sneaky, and at first you might not notice, but eventually you start to question yourself. Maybe you've felt that doubt creeping in already. 3. Discard. When you're no longer useful to them or you resist their control, they drop you. It feels sudden, hurtful, but predictable. Don't worry, I won't drop you, not yet. 4. Hoovering. Even if you leave, narcissists find ways to pull you back in. They'll use sweet words or promises of change to reel you in again. It's kind of like how I've been drawing you in with promises of clarity. Sound familiar? Hold on just a bit longer, because the truth is about to be revealed. Now let's talk about what narcissists thrive on, something called narcissistic supply. This is what fuels their behavior. Narcissists need attention, admiration, and praise to feel good about themselves. They'll often have a main person, usually a partner or close friend, to supply that admiration, but they also keep other people in their orbit just in case. Does this feel relatable yet? How many times have you felt like someone was using you to feed their own ego? If you're wondering, you're getting closer to understanding exactly what's going on, and trust me, by the end you'll see it all come together. Not all narcissists are obvious. Some are covert narcissists, which means they manipulate in more subtle ways. They don't shout for attention, they might even seem shy or insecure, but underneath, they still think they're better than everyone else. Covert narcissists use guilt and passive-aggressive behavior to get what they want. For example, if you've ever had a coworker who seems to always make everything about their struggles, even though they never actually listen to you, that's covert narcissism. They make you feel bad for them without directly asking for help. Starting to see how manipulation can be sneaky? This is just one part of the bigger picture. Narcissism can destroy relationships, and it doesn't just show up in romantic settings, it happens in friendships and families too. At first, a narcissist makes you feel like the love of their life. They overwhelm you with affection and promises. But soon, they start tearing you down, controlling you, and making you doubt everything. Does that sound like someone you know? Or maybe you've been feeling this dynamic with me as you wait for more answers. Narcissistic parents often see their children as extensions of themselves. They manipulate their children to meet their emotional needs, leaving the child constantly seeking approval they'll never get. By now you're starting to piece it together. You've trusted me, you've followed me, and you're curious about what's next. That's exactly how manipulation works, keeping you hooked, questioning everything, waiting for more. One of the key traits of narcissists is their lack of empathy. Narcissists don't really care about other people's feelings. They might pretend to, but only to get what they want. This is called cognitive empathy, when someone fakes caring about your feelings to manipulate you even though they don't actually feel anything for you. Maybe by now you're starting to see how easily someone could pretend to care while actually pulling all the strings. It's subtle, but now you're seeing through it. And guess what? We're getting close to the truth. Social media is a breeding ground for narcissism. The constant need for likes, validation, and attention can encourage people to craft perfect versions of their lives. But here's where it gets tricky. Sometimes it's hard to tell who's just proud of what they've achieved and who's using you for admiration. As you followed along with me, have you felt that need to stay, to find out what's next? Have I kept you curious, engaged, maybe even a little unsure? Well, that's about to change. The reveal is coming. And now, for the moment of truth. Throughout this entire video, I've been using narcissistic techniques on you. I've drawn you in, kept you hooked with promises, dropped subtle doubts, and led you through exactly how a narcissist would manipulate someone. That's what you've been experiencing this whole time. But here's the twist. I use these techniques to teach you exactly how they work, so you can recognize them when they happen to you in real life. I've made you feel the experience of manipulation, so you can see it when it happens for real. By now, you've probably questioned why you were following along, why you were staying with me, maybe even why you felt so connected. That's how manipulation works, but now, you're equipped to see through it. You've gained awareness, and that's the superpower I've given you today. You've experienced it firsthand, and now you know how to protect yourself from it. You're no longer an easy target. You can see through narcissistic behavior, and that gives you control over any situation like this in the future. If this video helped you understand narcissistic behavior, hit that subscribe button and take control of your relationships. You're no longer in the dark. You've got the tools to see manipulation coming a mile away.